More than 20,000 people have been told to leave the Canadian city of Yellowknife as huge wildfires threaten to engulf their homes. The country's environment minister has warned that the blazes are a real threat to the city. In the Canary Islands, the authorities have ordered more than 3,500 people to leave their homes in Tenerife as firefighters battle to stop the spread of blazes there. And on the Hawaiian island of Maui, where 111 people are now confirmed dead, questions are being asked about what caused the disaster and whether more could have been done to save lives. From Maui, John Sudworth sent this report.
Maui's fight continues. This pilot hovering above a swimming pool, now being used to douse the flames further down the hill. These homes, some distance from the destroyed coastal town of Lahaina, are in the centre of the island, where last week, just before the fires, the cameras at this bird sanctuary captured a bright flash. Staff believe it's a tree falling on a power line. Shortly afterwards, flames can be seen in the forest. Ross Hart saw something similar before his home burned down.
We could hear some trees falling here and there at the distance, and one big one fell here on the bridge, and it knocked over the power lines.
And then you saw the house, but you could see it burning?
I saw it begin to burn, and they wouldn't let me stay to watch it. They're dragging me out because the embers were starting to come over my truck and stuff.
Questions are now being asked about whether lives might have been saved. Should Maui's power grid have been turned off? Could more have been done to sound the alarm? For many of those who escaped from Lahaina, alongside the trauma, there's now a deep sense of anger.
I hate it. I want these people to explain to me why we didn't get an alarm when they have the most sophisticated alarm system in the world. There's 80, and they practice it every month. And what in the world are they waiting for, you know?
The authorities have launched an investigation, although the priority for now is responding to the disaster.
So the wildfire risk, despite the devastation in Lahaina, is far from over. This helicopter is making multiple trips, carrying water off to fight the wildfires still smouldering right across this area.
But some of those who've lost homes here point to something they say should already have been focusing the minds of the authorities.
Like, if it isn't obvious, not just from what's happened here, but all over the world, what could be more obvious that we're having disaster after disaster that's all as a result of climate change?
With more bodies yet to be recovered, this is already America's most lethal wildfire in more than a century. Few doubt that lessons need to be learned. John Sudworth, BBC News, Maui.